Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving headfirst into a marriage negotiation that goes completely, hilariously off the rails, all thanks to one guy, Chithru. We're going to break down how his totally chaotic, brutally honest approach to a very formal tradition somehow, against all possible odds, actually works.
So, right before the most important meeting of his life, this is the friendly advice Chithru gets. His friend is trying to coach him, on how to act when the bride's family shows up, and this is the final nugget of wisdom he offers. And with that, well, the stage is officially set for absolute chaos.
All right, let's set the scene here. This isn't just some casual meet and greet. Oh no, we're about to witness a barda kua, a traditional groom viewing ceremony where literally everything rides on that first impression.
Yeah, the barda kua is all about scrutiny. The bride's family is there to judge your character, your background, your manners. I mean, everything is on the table. The stakes really could not be any higher.
And right here, you can see the huge gap between the plan and, well, Chithru. The plan was simple. Be impressive. He was told, hey, say your name is Akshay Kumar, like the movie star. What does he do? He blurts out, my name is Chithru. He's supposed to be polite, but that loot them advice is clearly rattling around in his head. And his big move to win them over, offering them a drink. Any plan that existed has already just completely fallen apart.
So now we get to the formal interview. This is where the family starts digging in with the important questions, and Chithru's brand of, let's call it, radical honesty, really gets to shine.
The family kicks things off with a super standard question. It's a simple way to get a feel for his education, maybe his ambition. This is his chance to make a good impression. What could go wrong?
And boom, his answer pretty much tells you his entire life philosophy. He didn't drop out because he wasn't smart or because he had bigger plans. Nope, his reasoning is pure, unfiltered logic. The free school lunch program ended. It's such a ridiculously honest answer, and it tells you everything you need to know about his priorities. Okay, so the education question was a total bust. But hey, here's another shot. A simple follow-up about his job. He must have a respectable profession, right? This is his moment to turn it all around.
Of course not. His professional resume is, well, it's honest. He herds buffaloes, he picks up their dung, and his special skill? Dancing. He even offers to give them a little demonstration right then and there. There is absolutely zero attempt to make his life sound any better than it is, which is kind of his biggest flaw, but also, as we're about to see, his weird superpower.
Okay, this is the moment. This is where the entire power dynamic just flips on its head. After being grilled for like 2 questions, Chithru decides he's had enough of being the one under the microscope. And just like that, he declares that the interview's over. He completely seizes control of the whole ceremony, turning their formal evaluation into this bizarre philosophical quiz show. And guess who's the host?
And what deep, profound question does he ask to really test their character? This one. A totally nonsensical brain teaser. It's not about getting an answer. It's a tactic designed purely to confuse and derail the whole conversation. And the family is just stunned, speechless.
Oh, he's not done. He follows that up with this absolute classic. At this point, he's not even trying to negotiate a marriage anymore. He's basically hosting his own weird late-night talk show. He has successfully turned their serious traditional ceremony into a complete and utter farce. So after all of this, you really have to ask yourself, why does this guy even want to get married? It's obviously not for social status or to build a business empire. Well, as it turns out, Chithru's motivations are incredibly simple. This is it. This is his entire life plan, laid out for everyone to see. It's not about a career, not about a legacy. It's about getting married, telling everyone about it, becoming a dad, and, most importantly, giving his sons these very specific and, frankly, hilarious names. There's a strange kind of purity to his goals that's just completely disarming. And he just sums up his urgency with this incredible line. It's blunt, it's a little awkward, but it is completely free of any pretense. He's not trying to be romantic or poetic, he's just saying what he feels in the most direct way possible.
Okay, so after this absolute train wreck of an interview, filled with bad advice, bizarre riddles, and a resume that includes dung collecting, you would absolutely assume the family would be running for the hills, right? But that is not what happens.
Incredibly, it works. Against all logic, they agree to the marriage? I mean, maybe it was his weird, unwavering honesty. Maybe they were just exhausted from the riddles. Or maybe, just maybe, they saw some strange charm in all the chaos. Whatever it was,
The deal is confirmed. He succeeded by failing spectacularly at every single step.
And how does our hero celebrate this amazing victory? By immediately hopping on the phone with his fiancée Fulgana and just awkwardly asking her for a kiss. This just proves that his character hasn't changed one bit. The unfiltered Chithru is absolutely here to stay.
So what's the takeaway from all this? Chithru broke every single rule of the Bardic Qua. He was unimpressive, he was unserious, and he was completely unconventional. And yet, he got exactly what he wanted. It kind of leaves us with a fascinating question. When a rigid tradition collides with pure, unfiltered chaos, can chaos actually come out on top? Maybe there's a lesson in there about the weird power of just being unapologetically yourself, even when it seems like the worst possible strategy. Thanks for joining The Explainer.